Top of the morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku Became the Weather Lord. So, the Weather Lord is a most powerful list entity in the entire, in anything. Real world, fake world, anything. So, yeah, let's begin. And sorry for a really long wait. I had to make sure to say everything correctly because sometimes I missed a word or two, or, yeah. So, and you guys voted for, like, this one, so, yeah. So I went over it. I'll go over it. So, because the other one, the what if Deku got teleported into a weird world thing, I do not want to make it because it's already too wacky enough, like weird. So, besides that, let's begin. So, and disclaimer, before you watch this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications and hit that little bell and do all that stuff that other YouTubers do. And yeah, because, so yeah. So, now, and also disclaimer, this world that we're going to go in is not like, it's not canon to like anime or manga, but it's just a whole different like alternate universe, whole thing. So let's begin. So in this world, let's go back into ancient times. There was this like old spirit, or not old spirit, there's this lord, or actually, yeah. So, yeah, there's this, or there, in this world, there's titles. There's quirkless, quirked, abilities, and then there's lords. The lords is above all else. And whoever has it in their family isn't like cursed or anything like that. It's just their family gets, because quirkless is poor. Quirked gets minimal wage of money. Abilities is the little bit higher than the quirkless or quirked. And then, and plus fame thing with the having abilities. But Lord Hearn is above all that. So everyone in this world tries to have their sons or daughters as the Lord part because but it only comes, or only one out of infinity amount is Lord. So everybody's like, oh man, got quirks and abilities. So, yeah. But then, of course, Inko was like, okay. So she ends up having, or she did, like, she did get married to Asashi, and Asashi is a pro hero. And yeah, but Zuko, so that when she gave birth to Zuko and Zumi, and they did not know that they were the lucky ones. They gave birth to the Lord of storms, weather, and Zuko. Yeah. So let me check to make sure. Yep, perfect time. So yeah. So I always say that because sometimes devious plans or not make very, because the last video I went over not actually went over anything. It's just that was my plan was. So yeah. So So Zuko and Zumi had friends. Todoroki, Bakugo, and Ochako. Ochako sees Zuko. Here. I'll do Ochako, Ranga. She sees him as her boyfriend thing. She didn't care if he was the quirkless, quirked, or powered thing. But, or the Lord. And so I know that someone probably be in the comments of saying, well, Ochako cares about her family and like she wants to make money to support her family and all that stuff, but that's okay. So let's continue. Izuku, who was a average kid, but no one knew that he is the Weather Lord. So, yeah. But he hides his powers so good. So, at age of 4, and this is going to be the joke that I always do, or from now on, is the Quirk Doctor is senile, so he's crazy. So, just a disclaimer of it. So, I know that he's supposed to be all smart, but in this, what if he's just like, he can't read properly? So, yeah. So, let's begin with this part. So, Zuko and Zumi were born, or went to the Quirk Doctor at age of 4. And the Quirk Doctor is trying to read in what of course, so Quirk Doctor says, okay, my eyesight isn't good, so it says Zumi has a quirk and Zuko doesn't have a quirk. And he didn't read, or the machine, what it said type, like what type Zuko is in. But it read Lord. So when he's like, okay. So then Zuko was, so basically the Quirk, or so Sashi's Inko was like, okay, At least you win some, you lose some. But then so a couple days have passed after the Quirk doctor. So the Quirk doctor stumbled a file again of Zuko as he looks at and as he didn't really so he needed to take a walk, so he took a walk and into a park. As Zuko just sits there, as Zuko or Quirk Doctor says, hello Zuko. Fancy meeting you here. Huh, yeah. And parents don't even wanted to hang around with me, so yeah. So I decided to come here. Yeah, but I do need your help with one thing. And that would be, I stumbled across your old file. Can you read it? Sure. It says Zuko or Zumi has a quirk as he froze. What's wrong? As the Quirk doctor says. It says, I maybe I'm just tired out too. Or maybe I'm just tired. It says, Zuko type is Lord, Weather Lord. That's what it says. Weather Lord? Let me see that. As he grabs his glasses, cleans them out, because they were dirty, so that's why he couldn't read. So when he puts it back on, oh, you're the only one? Hun, Zuko, you know what this means? As Zuko says what? You're the only one. You're the Lord of the entire weather. You could change it to rain or snow or it depends on any weather phenomenon thing. But there's also they did not know. But Zuko had more than the Lord type. He also has the abilities type, quirk type, and 3 in 1. Because the ability type is also infinity. The quirk is human love. What that means is that every time he loves somebody or cares about somebody, he gets stronger. Hunger and stronger. Without any, more people that he loves and cares about, more powerful he becomes. Yeah. So, okay. So then the Quirk Doctor gets up out of the seat, walks over, and congratulations, Zuko. So, yeah. As he walks away, as he's like, okay, that was weird. As Zuko walks back, and Inko, who knows that he's there, but she doesn't visit with him, him or talk to him, like saying hi. Only person that does talk to him is Zumi. So Zumi walks into his bedroom, and he's as Zumi notices, what's wrong? Well, as Zuku says, well, my Quirk the Quirk doctor that told me that I was quirkless, I visit with him at the park. And he had a file on me as he shows it or he said, can you help me read this? That's what he said to me. As the goose says. Azumi says, okay, so it is, and he had dirty glasses on when he, was trying to read my file. So I helped him, and it said that you do have a quirk, Zumi. You're in the Quirk type, But for me, as Zumi interrupts him, you're quirkless type, right? No, wrong. Lord. Weather Lord type. And when Zumi heard that, her eyes widened. The Lord type is a strong one. Plus when he said it out loud, Inko Asashi, or when Inko was cooking, she heard that. Or actually, Zuko did had a copy of what he had. So when when Inko and Sashi heard what Zuko said, and they just walked in. Or they dropped everything and they walked up. So, is that true, Zuko? Yeah. As he gave a file as when they opened it and read it, this must be a mistake. No, as Inko was like, so you're saying, so the Quirk doctor, so you said he had dirty glasses on. He probably misread that. And right? Yeah. Of quirkless. Okay. That's how she says. How in the heck, as Sashi tells them, how in the heck for many years, people were trying to get their son or have a kid that's in the Lord type. I'm saying Lord, like an Lord. You probably see it in the title of this video. So the Lord type, or Sashi says, many people tried, but they end up in Quirk's abilities or the quirkless. But you, Zuko, my son, you were born in the Lord type. That's legendary, rare. But how? So then Zuko got home, or no, went to school, and Bakugo and Ochako were like pretending to date. And like Todoroki still is in love with Zumi. Azuku's just like, huh, that's funny. As Bakugo's like, or actually Todoroki says, I know that or actually, let's say Todoroki says they're just dating each other's because you're quirkless. Azuku looks at him. Me, quirkless? No. You actually had it wrong, or Todoroki. I did talk to my doctor before, and I did clean his glasses. He asked me to, first of all, and he had a file on me. As he sat down with Todoroki, and when he told him the quirk, that my sister has a quirk, but you know what I have? As he points to himself. Or, Todoroki, you're talking to a Lord type. Lord. As Todoroki froze, his eyes widened. Whoa, hold on. So you're saying, Zuko, you're in the Lord type. Lord. Lord type. Yes. As Todoroki's eyes was like, holy crud, this kid is insane. So yeah. So Zuko, so Todoroki asks him, here, and Todoroki, not fan mate. And when Todoroki heard that his friend is the Lord type, I'm saying Lord, like in Lord. So yeah. So when Todoroki heard that, he told him, Todoroki told Zuko, so I'm friends with a Lord type, huh? And what type, or what Lord are you? Weather type, named Lord. Weather Lord. I can change the weather. I can, yeah. And when everybody, as Todoroki can't believe that he's friends with the strongest one. So, yeah. So Ochako and Bakugo are like confused of why Zuko and Todoroki are just being friends and ignoring them. as the Zuko, Todoroki, or did want to train with each other's. Ready? So Zuko was like, okay. As the storm cloud came in, as a lightning bolt hits Zuku's finger, but instead of shocking the snot out of him, he ends up like bending it, like making a giant electricity circle around his entire body. As the wet rain came in and like made giant watery domes. And yeah, Zuko is the most powerfulest one, so he's still training. So Zuko, because of the Lord type, is way more than Quirk's abilities thing. But he has the, like, way higher authority. Because he doesn't just have, or he's not in just a Lord type. He's in the higher up. Like, he has all three types. Lord type, Quirk type, and ability type. Godly type. That's what he's in. Godly type. Not gun. The goddess type. Him one. So when Zuko is in that category, because he combined. So yeah. So time skip to 15. And Ochako and Bakugo are still confused about why Zuko and Todoroki and Zumi were just hanging out. And they're like, we need to ask him. And so, yeah, so Zuko went to UA. And Bakugo was like doing like, quirkless kid. And as it starts to thundery outside, as Todoroki says, calm down, Zuko, calm down. Make it sunny, okay? Okay. As the clouds poofed away, as Bakugo's like confused. What is that? Is that a quirk? As Todoroki says, or actually, the teacher walks up, or he knew that Zuko is a lord, so he asked Zuko to come up. And you're not in trouble, it's just, I want to clarify something up for your classmates. Hints. Alright. So then, when they showed, or when he, okay, class, just to clarify everything up for the rest of you, because all of you that have not heard about what this young man has, where he is the Lord type. Lord. Lord type. As when Bakugo, Ochako class, the whole class, except for Todoroki and Zumi, were all shocked. Like, here, MHA Sean faces as everyone could not believe that because and he's the weather lord. So please respect him as if you seen the Gunley figure. Yeah. So yeah, Zuko was yeah. So that's why he's going to UA. So he goes to UA, and people from UA heard that Zuko is a Lord type, so they didn't need to do exam on him, because he just goes right in, and because they know that so he doesn't need to display so much power. So yeah, as everyone could not believe that the Zuko is on a whole nother level, as they want to or they said first to the test ground to show you all that about how a robot test is Zuko Midoriya. You're just a practice thing. Okay, so then Zuko shows, okay, as some kids that haven't heard the rumor of Zuko were like giggling at how is this kid gonna make it to the UA, or in as Zuko steps out, as his entire and so Zuko looks over at Nezu and asks him if it's okay for him to go all out on these poor robots things. Go right ahead. They're not like actual. So then when the storm clouds rolled in, and as they're seeing Zuko's true form, like the one that he's still working on, this one, as lightning strikes down everywhere, all over the fake city, destroying 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, 500 points, 9 million, as he's destroying it all. Yeah. As he calms himself down, think about your sister. As he calms down, as he debuffs, as everyone can't believe that much power, because they heard that whoever was born, or whoever is born with the Lord or type, I'm saying Lord type, Lord, he has so much power that it's not even funny to make one of them mad. As everyone was shocked. Not literally, but just hit their emotions. Like, how can this kid have so much power without ever her... Yeah. So, yeah. And he's the most broken character in the entire What If franchise. So, yeah. So, let's continue this What If. So, after he did the little demonstration, or big demonstration, should I say, everybody's like, yeah, I believe this kid should go into UA. And as some of them are like saying to each other, thing is, he wants to be a pro hero, not a villain. Could you imagine him as a villain? No. We all would be dead. Did you see how powerful his strikes are? I would rather had All Might just punch towards the gut instead of the getting the full electrocuted. Like, still here. Yeah. So, yeah. It was the guy getting struck by lightning. So when Ochako could not believe that her boyfriend that she was dating had so much power. She was actually dating Zuko, but Ochako tells Bakugo, pull a prank like on Zuko. So, yeah, Bakugo and Ochako pretends to date, but she's really in love with Zuko. So, yeah, they basically, yeah, after she saw how powerful his strikes are and powerful him, they all like said, okay. So then they did their best, and yeah. Zuko was in class 1A. And Ochako in class 1A with everybody else. Like, Zumi is in class 1A. And Bakugo. Because seeing how powerful his friend's attacks are is like, I'm glad to be your friend, Zuko. As he looks at Zuko, says that, yeah. So now, let's continue this What If. So, a time skip. Most of it I'm not going to use because this is going to be a super long video. So, yeah. So, basically, Zuko, or so a time skip to All Might versus All for One. All for One took Zumi. And, of course, All for One was about to kill All Might by just shooting a laser. As Zumi went past the League of Villains and went right for her, right in front of All Might, and blocks or tries to block the attack. And as Zuko saw this, as he lost complete control of his emotions, of his anger. as his quirk, his power, and his lord thing, and his humanity fused together to create the ultimate lord. The ultimate lord is or I'll just say godly figure, God, him type, and because no one knew of because in ancient times, whoever was born with a power, or was born with lord thing, like lord type, they can evolve their bodies, their souls, their everything to the next level. The next level is godly form. So when All for One says, alright, 2 for 1, shoots a beam of light as a thunder strike. But this one was different. And Zuko comes in, and as he was mad, his voice became dark. As he says, "It is time for you to die, All for One. How dare you who try to kill my sister and my favorite idol at the same time. You committed crime against my..." As he treats, or he says, "I treat everyone in this town as my own brothers and sisters. No one could ever take that away from me. No one should ever take that away. No, perish!" As he takes the laser attack, as Zuko, whose strength was no match, or actually All for One's powers, like quirks, was no match against one upsetting godly figure or entity. As Zuko just beats All for One around, and he's beating the entire League of Villains into the sky. And like he says, or All for One says, all right, if you kill me, then you'll be the only target by many of the villains, or many of my followers. Oh, really, huh? If I kill you, then I'll kill every villain that who at your disposal. And Zuko was so dang, as everyone's like backing up, because they know who, as Zuko killed All for One and the League of Villains, and used his electric bolt to kill every villain in the entire world. They all get dead. The crime rate went down to 0. As Zuko as he lands on his feet, he turns around. As Azumi had a scrape on her hand because Toga scratched her. and some burn marks. Right? And Zuko says, "Did they hurt you? No, sister?" As he heals her wounds up. Yeah. As his aura, Zuko's aura could be felt around the entire world. Home. So the next day, let's say Eraserhead asked Zuko this question: "How did you become the him?" Or actually, let's say Bakugo says this: "How did you come from Zuko or the to being the what you are now? Like you used to be a weather lord, but then you became." As Zuko tells the actual story that because Weather's Lord that he has or that he is way more powerful than anything. Basically he sat down with All Might and or actually Bakugo says, "All right, then you tell us?" Sure. And the entire Class 1A wants to know, how's it like to be the Lord type? As he says, well, at first, it might be weird, but him being the Lord type is you basically have, it's like a quirks, but you could control the elements. Like if Bakugo, it was a Lord thing, he would be called Lord of the Explosives. Or Ochako as the Lord of the Space. So, that stuff. But in history, as he says, there was a story about, or I remember it. It was whoever was born with it can also, if they meet the right requirements, they can be upgraded. The one that you saw, that all of you saw, my upgraded form, is that because I was I wasn't quirkless. I had a quirk abilities too, and that. So when yeah. So what is your quirk? Loving and caring. Caring about everybody else. Not that crazy lunatic one. So yeah. So when everybody heard, man, so you can basically, what does it do? Well, by itself is if you care about somebody or love somebody, it makes you stronger if you had it. So, yeah. But I filled in the right conditions, and now I'm no longer called a lord. I am called it. It's a new type. As Eraserhead says, you're the non-leaf figure or entity type. And so, yeah. So the time skip to... Sorry. I'm still getting over this, like, coughing thing. So, yeah. So Zuko was... So a time skip to Bakugo... Or, no, not Bakugo. Ochako and Zuko getting, like, married and they had 2 kids, but both of them are in the what Zuko is, Lord type. Hey, so he also have quirks and powers. So Zuko trains them to use their powers for good and not for evil stuff. So, yeah, so this is the end of the What If. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment, and do all that fun stuff that YouTubers usually do. And catch you guys and girls in the next one. The next one, I'll give you a hint, is based on The Flash. Or should I say, not Flash, but the one that borrows powers from other people. But it's more upgraded. So, yes. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace out, y'all.